Hello and welcome to The Telescope. Every week we'll bring you a fresh insight from the biggest car market in the world. Today's car is the Onvo L90. Today we can only shoot the exterior. All of the windows are blacked out. But I promise you it's going to be worth your time because look at this Frunk. This is a 240-litre Frunk that has an aperture as low and as forward as this. This is 240 litres in capacity. I can very comfortably sit here. I always use my own Continental carry-on suitcase to demonstrate Frunk. Any Frunk that can fit this, I'm satisfied. But look at this. This is a piece of cake for this Frunk. I can stack two of these plus a suitcase for little kids. If you don't believe me, give me just one moment. This is another 20-inch carry-on suitcase. And this is for your little kids. Look at this. If a Frunk is as big and as easy to use as this, you're going to use the Frunk more frequently than you use the boot. I think the boot in this car, unless you are carrying several massive suitcases all at once, is going to be pretty much empty because this Frunk is this easy to use. You can open them just by a double knock on the bonnet, and that area is quite big, so you cannot miss it. We're filming this video on April the 18th, just one day before we film this video, that's April the 17th. This car's exterior has already been shown public on China's homologation website. And huge discussion have been generated online on people discussing why does this car look so busy at the front. It has so many lines, but now having seen the Frunk, I think you can understand why this car has such a big and low aperture. Now, having asked the product guy, I can also explain why does this car have this line and this line. It all seem a bit unnecessary, right? But they are here to pass the pedestrian protection regulation because at the point of impact of the pedestrian protection test, it has to have a soft material. So this part is steel, this part is plastic, this part is still steel. You can see this even better if I open the Frunk. If you come around to the side, you can see this is the steel bonnet and this is this plastic add-on to pass the pedestrian protection regulation. So it has to be like this if it wants to have a Frunk as big and has the aperture as low as this. At the same time, to pass the pedestrian protection regulation, it has to have this plastic add-on to soften the first impact. Considering all of that, I can understand why this car looked the way it is, but I can't help but feel there must be a better solution somewhere. I mean, this is not the best looking NIO product, let's put it that way. I'm 5'11". I think you can tell this is a massive car, a full-size 3-row battery swap capable fully electric SUV. I can't tell you how do I know this, but the third row of this car is much bigger than the Li Auto L9. Other things we can tell just from this exterior: front suspension is on double wishbone with air springs. Rear suspension is the conventional 5-link with air springs. And the rear motor is the same as the NIO ET9, 340 kilowatts from a single motor. That's plenty enough for most people, but if you want an SUV as big as this, you might want four-wheel drive. There's a 100 kilowatts relatively tiny motor at the front to give you the four-wheel drive capability. And this car comes standard with the 85 kilowatt hour battery. All this for the price of a Tesla Model Y. How about that? 3-row, full-size SUV, air springs, massive Frunk for the price of a Model Y. I've always been relatively accurate on my price guesstimations. So if this car comes to your country for the price of a Model Y, which one would you choose? I think it's a no-brainer. That is all from The Telescope today. If you enjoyed this video, keep watching, keep subscribing. More videos coming along very soon.